Hello, this is Hui. Welcome to watch my video C++ programming on Linux. In this short video, we are going to discuss Hadoop Big Data using libhdfs HDFS. So Hadoop libhdfs HDFS is a Hadoop C API, and here is libhdfs HDFS is a JNI-based C API for the Hadoop distributed file system HDFS. It provides a C API to a subset of the HDFS API and manipulate a HDFS file and the file system. The keyword is this here, it's JNI-based C API. So JNI, we made a previous video demonstrate it's the bridge between the Java and the C++. And so this library is allowed us to use in C++ to access the HDFS file and the file systems. So the library is called libhdfs.so, and the header file is hdfs.h. It's come with a pre-compiled Hadoop system. Once you install, it's automatically included into the package. So here on the Linux, the environment we use is the Ubuntu Linux, and the compiler we use is G++, and the version 10.2, and the Hadoop we installed is a Hadoop version 3.2.2. So here pwd. So once you install, the library is automatically included into the package. This is the library libhdfs.so, which under the Hadoop home lib native. So in previous video, when we discuss the JNI, we know the native in the JNI means the C++ library, and so most of Hadoop, which is written in the Java, so this is the bridge between the Java and the C++. So the example we are going to using today is create a C++ program. We call it Hadoop read, which is open a HDFS file and read this file, print on the terminal screens. So let's start with the file. The example we are going to use on the program name, and we pass the argument, which is a Hadoop file name, and we open this file and print on the screen. So in this case, if argument is not 2, print usage, return as even. So in this case, we first declare buffer, which is for the reading. When from file, we read into the buffer, and we memory set this buffer. The buffer size, we just declare here 1024, and hard coded for here. And so the first thing when we starting program, we have to connect to the HDFS. So this function called HDFS connect, we need 2 parameters. First one is called NN, is the node name. Second one is the part. So the node name is, and so first when we start, called start dfs.sh. So for the HDFS, you have the name node in the default, which is our name node called the local host. After start DFS, we have to start. This 2 shell script is provided by Hadoop distribution. So once we install setup, and this we can directly use it for the start. And there's also other script called stop DFS and stop via yard. So after we did started, so the IP address of this Linux is 192.168.0.105. This is just a home network. After we started, so we can check HTTP, and this is the IP address. The port number is 9870, which means this is a Hadoop, and like a summary, and this is our name node, and the port number is 9000. So here, when we connect localhost port number 9000. This one is using connect to HDFS file system. The return, if success, return the handle of this file system, which is HDFS FS handle, which is FS, and the name is FS. And if none, it means error. So if not return the handle, we just print out exit. After we connect it, we have to open the file. So open the HDFS file, which uses HDFS open file. So HDFS open file, and take a first parameter is FS, which means we got from HDFS connect. Second parameter is the path, which is the file name we get from command line, the argv1. And the third parameter is the open model. So this is open HDF file in a given model. Because in the example, we just try to read. So this is O_read only. And you can also be write only. This can write only. And O truncate, O append, and O create. So this is like a normal. We open the file. And the parameters after is the buffer size. Since if 0 is means we take a default from the configuration. So we just for simple we just put a 000, which means we take from the configure when we install. After we open the file, we are going to do is like a normal. We read the function of read file. It's called HDFS read. So HDFS read is read data from the open file. So we made open with this. So this function take a first parameter is the FS, which is the file system, FS. Second is the file, which we got after we open file. We call the read file. And the third parameter is the pointer of the buffer. So we made a buffer, declare buffer memory set. So it's the pointer, the buffer. And the last one is the size of the buffer, which is the buffer size we defined. And on the return, on the success, a positive number indicates how many bytes were read. So we return to the read byte, which is the T size read byte. And this is the real number we read from the Hadoop files. So if this read positive, greater than 0, it means success. We just a simple print out to the std out, and we reset memory and read again till the 0 means the end of file. So when end of loop. So then we just print change line, and after that close the file, HDFS close file, which means this file system HFS. And the read file is the file name. And then we disconnect to Hadoop. So this is our basic read open file, read file, and print. So now we save this, and we check the make file. So because in the make file, we are going to use HDFS library, so we have to add this -l HDFS. And so now we make clean, make. So now we got our program. So here, so we got our readable. Before we test, we check our environment, HDFS. So using HDFS, DFS, -ls. So HDFS, I create a directory called user/data. So there's no file there. We just create a file. We just using Hadoop version to redirect to a file called my test.txt under my local. So CLER. So this is my local file. We cat this, and we try to load this to Hadoop. So now we load to the Hadoop. Let's check. So So you can see now we have loaded my test.txs to the Hadoop HDFS file system. And let's check the content. So this is the content we just created and we just loaded. This is the original file, and this is after we loaded to the Hadoop and we catch this. So now our program called Hadoop read, and we give this file path and the name. You can see our program successfully connect to the Hadoop HDFS file system, open the file, and we printed exactly same as what with Hadoop 322 and Hadoop commands 322.jri, commands 322.jri. So this is a basic example using library libhdfs to connect to Hadoop file system directly through C++. Hello, this is Hui. Welcome. Thanks to watch my video. Hopeful this is useful, enjoyable, and it's going to be great to have your feedback.